After 5 years of studying at dental school, this group of 20-somethings has been unleashed on the general public. They've faced the reality of life in practice, and there's no room for error. Do they think they've got what it takes to be a good dentist? And how will they cope with your pulp in their hands? It's another Monday morning for the junior dentists here in the house which they all share. First awake is Andrew McSalmon, 24-year-old VT who finds that his busy social life often gets in the way of work.
My name's Andrew McSalmon. I'm a newly qualified dentist. Not just a dentist though, a very busy social life as well. The dentist thing is great when you throw it out there at a bar, you know, the chicks love it. I tend to go out maybe every other night, definitely every weekend, with the lads. You know, we just tear up the place. We pick up loads of girls, get wasted, great banter. And when I'm not doing that, I'm usually involved in sport. I'm captain of a rugby team. Do a lot of football, do a lot of swimming, a bit of long distance running. So I'm not just a dentist. Also in a band as well, where I play drums. So I've got quite a lot of skills to me. You know, musical skills, sports skills, conversation skills. I've got it all.
Next awake is Mark, another VT trainee who's known for being very clumsy. This clumsiness and gross incompetence often holds him back in the clinical setting.
Yeah, I mean, people have always called me names, you know, all throughout dental school. I was called, you know, negligent, incompetent, impotent, stupid, you name it, you know. I've had it all. I mean, I was there for 7 years. Not because I didn't include a degree, if you know what I mean. Sure, sometimes I've accidentally taken an x-ray and when the tube's been pointing at my own head instead of the patient's. I mean, we've all done that, I'm sure. And I mean, yeah, sure, sometimes I accidentally use bleach instead of anaesthetic when I'm giving my DBs. Yeah, it's happened. It happens to everyone. You know, it happens to everyone. Put up your hand if it hasn't happened to you. I mean, the patient's dead now. I mean, it happens. You know, it's a circle of life. Nothing I can do about that.
Last awake is Kate. Kate is doing a 2-year GPT course which gives her experience in hospital and community as well as in general practice. Today Kate's on her hospital attachment, catching up on some paperwork. Today Andrew's professionalism is being put to the test as he is called to examine a patient who has had an embarrassing accident.
Hello, my name's Andrew. You're feeling a bit poorly. I understand you've had a bit of accident. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. I was cleaning my bathroom, giving it a mop, and you know it's been quite unseasonal weather, so yeah, I've taken off all my clothes, do some mopping, and you know because of all the wet floor, I had a wee accident. Yeah. So, I was mopping the floor and I was beside the toilet where there's a toilet brush. Yeah. And I had a fall and I fell on the toilet brush.
So you fell on the toilet brush?
Yes, yes.
Right. So the entire toilet brush went into your body?
Pretty much.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Well, it's quite embarrassing, but okay.
I'm just going to give you a little wiggle. Nice and gentle. Easy. Open and close. TMJ signed. Limp signed. So we're just going to take a little picture just to make sure. Okay. Okay. Still.
Andrew does a great job at maintaining the patient's confidentiality and respecting their dignity.
Do you know him? He said he accidentally slipped on the toilet brush.
I mean, the clinical work now is at a place, you know, it's at a standard where I wouldn't really want it in my own mouth. You know, I wouldn't want it in my mother's mouth or any of my friends' mouths. a stranger's mouth. I couldn't do that to a stranger. An enemy, it'd have to be a bad enemy, it'd have to be Hitler. I'm not really concerned about the BSO because for a start, I'm pretty tight with them. I mean, I've never met them, yes, but I'm pretty tight with them. Secondly, too smart for them, okay? I never TC my patients. They'll never find out what goes on. They don't know. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Today our GPT, Kate, is being put to the test in the community setting. After this busy morning, Kate then spends the afternoon attending a course on hand hygiene. She then spends the rest of the day on team building exercises.
I've always struggled to be taken seriously as a dentist. I think most people just look at me and think, what age is she? She's too young to be a dentist. What could she know? As well as that, I think most of the VTs think us GPTs do no work. But I work hard. I worked hard to get here. And I mean, I deserve this. My lowest point came last week. I was asked to examine a patient. I walked in the room and the patient took one look at me and one look at my badge and said, "How old are you?" Imagine how that made me feel.
Today, whilst on call, Andrew gets a message with the two words that no dentist ever wants to hear.
Pulp exposure! Pulp exposure! Pulp exposure! Pulp exposure!
A pulp exposure could be an extraction sentence for this tooth. Every second counts as the pulp is slowly bleeding to death.
Where's the pulp? Where is it? Where's the pulp exposure? Rubber down now. He's going to die, Cal. He's going to die, Cal. Keep it dry, keep it dry. Keep it open wide, open wide.
Ah, it hurts!
Nearly got it, nearly there. Come on. Keep it open wide.
I can't.
Big wide. Big wide.
My pulp is dying!
So get that rubber down now. Rubber down.
Andrew does all that he can, but sadly, it's bad news.
You know, people think that because you're a dentist you got some sort of superpower, think you can save every tooth. Fortunately, because of me, that man's going to be walking around the rest of his life with a dead tooth in his mouth. It's all my fault. You know, they lied to me in dental school. They made us think we could save everyone. They made us think we can keep them all alive, but you can't. Each one's just a ticking time bomb. It wasn't his tooth, it's going to be someone else's tooth. It could be my tooth, it could be your tooth, your mother's tooth. Horror.
Today, Mark got a letter. It's from the BSO. They are writing to inform Mark that a sample of his patients have been called in for examination. The BSO are looking at the treatment that Mark has claimed to have done to see if it matches with the work present in their mouth. They are keen to keep a close eye on the newly qualified dentists and ask Mark for his own observations. He must also send them relevant clinical records, such as any study models and copies of their radiographs. They will also be looking at the quality of the work done and will be grading the treatment accordingly. Poor quality work could result in further investigations. These RDOs are very routine and should be nothing to worry about.
Light up your face.
Next week on Junior Dentists. GPT Kate struggles with some big decisions.